Hello everyone. This is Suzanne Knabe-Nicole with Police Science Snippets, and we're on number 186 already. Police Science Snippets are three golden nuggets that I've extracted from research articles in the fields of police science, investigative psychology, forensic psychology, evidence-based policing, and all the related stuff. And I'm hoping that these can be put to use straight away, that they are something that is practical and tangible, as not always easy to find this kind of research. So I've done the hard work for you. I talk about these on social media, as I do now every Tuesday, but also you'll get them emailed straight into your inbox with the link to the actual research article directly. You just need to sign up to the free Police Science Doctor email list. Just Google Police Science, go to the website, enter your details into the form that pops up. If it doesn't pop up, just scroll to the bottom of any page and you'll find it there. The first snippet for today is about legitimacy in prisons. Research has demonstrated that individuals with higher levels of perceived legitimacy towards police or legal institutions are less likely to engage in antisocial behavior. This also applies to prison and inmates' behavior towards prison officers. There is a need for policies encouraging just and fair management of prison populations by prison officers to sustain order in prisons. When I was working as an investigator for the police and I was interviewing suspects who were in detention, so we had this detention block. You could probably class that as a very, very temporary prison, but the same applies in places like that. If the inmates or those who are staying there, the guests, if they are feeling that they are treated with fairness and dignity and respect, they are much less likely to kick off. So it's always good practice to treat people with respect. Second snippet for this week is about Chief Constables' resistance. In the UK, all new police recruits were supposed to be taken through a degree apprenticeship route to increase police professionalism through education. This is now no longer a requirement, so they've opened up the pathway again that we used to have, which is you just apply directly and you just do your training for 2 years. This study found that the force's chief constables are a deciding factor on whether or not the educational route is accepted or not. With unambiguous buy-in of ideas, such as the requirement for professionalism through education, officers accept them. But that was not the case in all UK forces. Where chief constables supported the entry routes, satisfaction rates were higher, but chiefs who obstructed their delivery ensured its failure. I thought this was quite interesting. I don't know if there's a breakdown in that article of what the respective chief constables' views were on this degree apprenticeship, and whether that's, well, what they're saying is that the attitude of that chief constable, who's the head of the policing organization in the UK, of that particular geographic police organization, that their attitude basically either contributed to the success or the failure, or success and acceptance or the failure of the program. And the last snippet for this week is about police turnover. Professional disillusionment is a strong contributor to police officers' intentions to leave the profession. It occurs when workers experience inconsistencies between their initial ideas about the profession and their actual experience of it. Job stress is also a reason for officers considering leaving. Better and more realistic communication about the role during recruitment and better support during employment could be considered. So we all know that the recruitment videos of police officers dangling out of helicopters and kicking down doors is a very unrealistic representation of policing. It's very much about interpersonal skills, social work, almost providing this social emotional support, and we'll need very, very different skills to these gung-ho adrenaline junkies. This is not the kind of police officer we need. So this is something that needs to be very clear in recruitment. Whom are we looking for? What does the job entail? And communicating that very clearly. I think that here in the UK, a lot of the direct entry detectives are also quite disillusioned with the job. So either they were not informed well enough, or they didn't understand the role well enough, and or obviously there was potentially support lacking once they were employed. So these were the snippets for this week, number 186, and I hope there was something in there for you. If not, then fear not. There's going to be 3 more next week, and there were 3 more every other week for the last 186 weeks. You will get a password to get to the read page, as in reading something that's written when you join the email list, and that will give you access to the read page on which all the previous snippets are to be found as PDFs. So if there wasn't something specific to your role this week, there may well be something in the previous weeks. I hope anyway. So thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.